Hey everyone, so I'm in my kitchen today. I've been getting a lot of requests on like my favorite go-to meals, snacks, that kind of thing. So I figured that I would just come to my kitchen and share with you a few of my go-to quick breakfast recipes. So let's get into it. Okay, so I have everything that I'm gonna need. I have my strawberries that I washed, blueberries. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do blueberries today. I'm kind of not in the mood. I have my Greek yogurt. This is just a Chobani non-fat plain. You can use whatever kind you like. Sometimes I do get like the vanilla flavored. I do like that one. And then I have my granola. I will put on the screen exactly which one this is, and then just a glass. Okay, so I'm gonna start out by adding a little bit of the granola to the cup. Typically I do like half a cup, I would say, to maybe like, I don't know, a third of a cup total of granola. I think it's the serving size is a half a cup, but I put a little bit in the bottom to start. And then I take my Greek yogurt and I do about 1 cup of the yogurt. These containers are nice because they come with like 4 or 5 servings per container. And then I slice up about typically like 3 or 4 strawberries. Now I just do mine into like little halves or quarters. And then I add in a little bit more granola. Typically like 2 or 3 little spoonfuls. And then lastly, I just put my strawberries on top. And another thing I really like are these thermos little containers. They're perfect for keeping this in here if you're like going out and you want to make sure it stays cold. I think that this will keep it cold up to 5 hours. This is just one of my favorite on-the-go breakfasts or quick snacks, and I just love it. It tastes good. Okay, so next up is another one of my favorites. This is more of like a larger breakfast or even like a lunch you could do. So I use 12 grain or any kind of whole grain bread. I like to use 1 or 2 eggs, a medium avocado or a large avocado is fine, and then some Swiss cheese. And then also some everything seasoning. This stuff is the best. So the first thing I do is just turn on my grill pan. I like to use this. You can use any kind of pan. I just like to use this one. And then I have a small pan for my eggs that I'm also going to turn on low. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna put some butter onto the bread. Now I don't like to go crazy with the butter. I just like to get a little bit just to get the browning effect on the pan. I'm gonna go ahead and put those face down and get them heated up. So while that's getting all crispy, I'm gonna go and start on my eggs. Now I like to do my eggs over easy for this one, just doing a little bit of cooking spray. You can do them however you want, but I just like to do them over easy. So while the eggs are cooking, I am just gonna slice this avocado. I just slice it in half, and I probably won't use the whole thing. I'll probably just use like a half of it. Believe it or not, I just bought these yesterday and they're already turning a little bit. So I will probably just wrap this up and keep the seed in there so that it stays fresh. And just scoop out what I'd cut. Okay, so back to the eggs. These should be ready to flip soon. And sometimes I'll mix it up. Sometimes I'll just do like 1 egg and then maybe just egg whites, or it just kind of depends on how much I've eaten and what I'm hungry for. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of seasoning, like a lot of that actually. And next I'm just gonna transfer the eggs over to the sandwich and then place on some avocado. Sprinkle on a little bit more of that everything but the bagel seasoning, and then put the Swiss cheese over it. And then I like to put a cover so that everything melts together. So then I let it melt for probably like a minute or so, and then I will put the sandwich back together. So this is exactly how I like the top, just like crispy with that whole grill pan looking situation. And then I cut it and it's good to go. I'm actually gonna have this for lunch today. But I always have to have like a fork too, because it is a little bit messy. Okay, so this is my favorite shake. It could be like a snack, anything on the go, super easy. I typically do ice. If you're gonna do like a frozen banana, You can totally do that. You just don't want to add ice because it'll be too thick. So you just need some ice. You need 1 banana. You need some milk, any kind of milk you like. Peanut butter, I like to use the natural peanut butter. And then a little bit of honey if you want something a little bit sweeter. So I just put a little bit of ice in the blender. And then I do about up to the 2 or a little bit under the 2 in milk. It should be like a cup to a cup and a half of milk. Is typically what I do. And then I just break apart my banana and then just drop it in there. Now I like a good amount of peanut butter, so I'll do like 2 generous tablespoons. And then the last thing I do is just drizzle like a little bit of honey. Nothing crazy, probably about like 1 teaspoon, just to sweeten it up a little bit. And then if you wanted to, you could totally add like protein powder or a probiotic or anything that you like. I'm not gonna do any of that today. Then I just turn it on. So I do like the chop first and then I'll do puree. And then it's all done. And another tip with cleaning your blender, I'll just put a little bit of soap and water directly in here, turn it on, and just kind of get all the gunk off of it. It just makes it easier to clean up the mess. All right, guys, so that is it for my 3 go-to breakfast meals. I will link everything down below in the description box with all the ingredients, where I buy things, that kind of thing. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.